Hey guys, I just left work a few minutes ago and I finally have some really good news about the camper situation, and I just could not wait to get on here and let you all know. So, as you probably are aware, we do not recommend camper life as a full-time thing. Absolutely not. And I'm going to do a full deep dive video about that very soon regarding why we have learned that. But as you guys know, we have had water issues, we've had septic issues, we've had flooding issues, we've lost power many times. We are spending a fortune on propane. It is just not what we expected as far as thinking we could possibly save some money by living this way until we could get the house renovated. That is not at all how it's working out. We are spending so much extra money just trying to maintain the darn thing. So, plus, it's not on level ground. Art did go through all of the hassle of pouring a little asphalt pad, and I kept asking is that going to work, or how are we going to hook it up to the power? And I guess it didn't register to him until he finished pouring the pad, and then he realized it's too far away from the electric pole. So the camper is still lopsided and leaning, and anyone that goes inside gets very bad vertigo while they're in there. So of course, most times that I go and stay in the camper, I wind up leaving in tears. I mean, it has been so emotionally trying, this whole process has, and I'm so frustrated. But I have some good news finally. One of my chamber members is a place called Harbor RV in Fort Gibson, and they also have mini storage as well. Well, the other day I started thinking about it and I started doing a little bit of research. And I realized, okay, so first of all, I need to tell you, our electric bill before we got the camper has been running $55 a month. Okay. Now we knew that was going to go up once we moved the refrigerator and, everything else out there, the washing machine and dryer, stuff like that. We knew that that would go up after those things get moved out there. But right now, none of those things are moved out there yet. And this, like 2 weeks ago, we're on auto draft and $360 came out of my account for the electric bill. And 3 days later, my Owasso electric bill came out of the account, which was $268, which the Owasso house is twice as big. So that was expected. That's about what it normally runs. But yeah, we were not prepared for that. So we are also going through about 4 propane tanks a week, and at $35 a pop, that adds up as well. So we're just bleeding money right now, and it's ridiculous and more stressful than I can even convey to you. I decided to check with Harbor RV, and I emailed them last night. I looked on their website, emailed them, started looking into all of that. So if we move over to the RV park, that is just a few blocks down the road from my office. So number one, it's going to save me so much stress from being on the road so much because, like for this whole past week, Art has been in Florida, so I've been staying out in Owasso. Plus I was taking care of my parents a few of the nights too. So anyway, it's an hour commute back and forth from Owasso to my office. So that's 2 hours a day in the car. But for the times that I've accidentally left during like rush hour traffic, which happened twice, I got stuck in some traffic jams and it took me 2 hours to get home. So it was really 3 hours in the car per day, which is such a waste of the day, right? So anyway, just to be able to reclaim my time will be so amazing. But also the fact that it'll be on level ground and I won't feel that vertigo or dizzy feeling, or just, having my equilibrium off, is going to be amazing. Here's another cool thing too. They do have a key card access, bathrooms and showers for their RV park guests. So because our shower does leak and it's a teeny tiny bathroom, at least if I want a really good shower at least once a week, I could go take a really good shower in their little bathhouse. So there's that. Then on top of that, our camper does not have washer and dryer. So we've been waiting. When Art gets back from his trip, we were supposed to move the washer and dryer out. We got to move everything out of the house this weekend when he gets back. Everything. I was waiting to move the washer and dryer until we had water hooked up to the house, and we still don't have water hooked up to the house. So that has been a stressful thing as well. But at this RV park, they do have 2 washing machines and 2 dryers in a building with camera security and everything. It's coin operated, and it's only $2 per wash and $1 per dry. So that's amazing. There's a laundromat around the corner from my house, and it's like $12 a wash and $12 a dry. So in Owasso, that is. But anyway, I was getting nervous about if I was going to have to go to a laundromat, that was really going to add up. So I don't mind the, having to pay $3 for every load. That's not bad at all. So, moving from the land out there, it's going to save us on our electricity, right? It'll save us on our water. Our septic will be set up correctly. It'll be level. I won't be using near as much gas money for commuting. It'll probably stay a lot warmer out there because with our setup, something is wrong with our electrical, and breakers kept tripping and everything. And right now there's no power at the homestead. There was a catastrophe right before Art had to leave for his trip, and he was stressed out about it. And I was like, just we'll worry about it when you get back. There's nothing we can do about it right now. And I mean, we had bad weather at the time, and it was not worth the stress that it was causing us. So anyway, I am on my way to the homestead right now, and I haven't been there since last week, and neither has Art. So I'm really hopeful that everything's okay. I tried to check in through the cameras the other day, and then it dawned on me, the cameras are down. And at first I thought, why are the cameras down? But then I remembered we don't have electricity out there. So of course our internet router and all that stuff is not working because there's no electricity. So this homestead adventure has just been a nightmare. I don't know if we're just unlucky or if our property is unlucky or what the deal is, but it has been a nightmare. So I do think that moving to the RV park is going to give me a little sense of peace. But here's the thing, I was real worried about having to pay because they're really expensive to park at on a monthly basis. This one is the cheapest one in the area, and it's $5.50 a month. At first thought, when I first saw that rate, I thought, oh no, there's no way we can't afford that. But then when I added up all the utilities and stuff that I'm still paying for at the Owasso house, which come Monday, if we get all of the stuff moved out this weekend like we're supposed to, then on Monday I can get my utilities shut off out there. And that's probably how much my utilities are at the Owasso house right now anyway. So getting all of those shut off is going to save me enough that we can move the RV to the park. And then hopefully that makes our homestead utilities go back down. So I'm hoping that it's all going to balance out. I'm praying that it's all going to balance out, because this has cost so much more than we ever thought that it possibly could. I mean, we need to expect some stuff, but never did we imagine it was going to be as expensive as it has been. I don't know how people do this, honestly. Also, the other thing is that they have guest internet, guest Wi-Fi as well. So I'm even thinking about turning the Wi-Fi off at the homestead until we're actually living there permanently. So we'll see. So anyway, that is my latest update, and maybe here in a minute, if there's any issues out here, I'll jump back on and give you guys an update. But in the meantime, I'll just remind you to go the second mile today for someone in your life and with your resources. And I hope you are all staying warm right now. So I got to tell you, when I got in my car after work, it was a little after 4 o'clock when I left. It was 76 degrees outside, which was crazy because I went into the office at 6. Well, I left the house at 5 this morning. I got to the office at 6 a.m. and it was like 28 degrees when I got there. And I think just the past 2 days is when it has finally started coming up above freezing during the daytime temps. And so it's crazy. We still have piles of snow on the ground in some areas. And then to walk out of the office today and see it 76 degrees was crazy. I'm ready for this 76 degree weather to stick around though, especially when you're living in a camper. You don't realize how cold it is until you try to live in one of those pieces of junk that has no insulation whatsoever. It's just like trying to live in a tin can. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that is all of my venting for today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. I am beyond angry right now. So sick of this. I think it's important to share the reality of what this has been like. So angry. Okay, I'm going to end this because I just need to cry for a minute and talk to God. So have a great weekend, everybody. I hope yours is going better than mine.